Alyssa. All my energy is
Okay,
draining from my
stop
body.
it.
We must
Stop
stop
it.
immediately.
Shut
we
up.
have to start
Okay.
really soon. Otherwise, I will get too tired for us to begin.
Into the mic.
Hello, microphone. How are you doing? Is it way too loud?
It was on mute.
You dummy. Okay.
Are
we back?
Yeti,
Are we ready to go?
That's on. Okay, you don't have to lean into the mic like this.
I just wanted to do some ASMR.
I hated that.
I can't even start to do it. We're so official today, guys. Oh wait, are we starting a different way?
No, we already ruined the pillow talk. Okay, I have to explain that now, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Okay. We record in my room. There was a pillow on the ground, which usually my room is pretty clean.
Yeah.
What are you saying right now?
It was between me and the audience.
And there was one pillow on the floor, and I didn't want to move it. And Kelly was like, "Ooh, mystery." And it's because there was a bug.
Those words at all. Don't lie to our audience.
You were thinking them. Don't lie to our audience. It's because I had thought that I had killed a bug under the pillow, and then when Kelly lifted the pillow up, there was no bug.
I had thought
this is so not interesting.
that Peyton or Elisa had peed under the pillow, and you were trying to hide it.
I'm cutting that out. 100%.
You better not.
Maybe not out of the video, but definitely out of the audio.
Fine. How else are we starting? Don't you have something to teach me?
I always have something to teach you, Kaylee.
Perfect. I always enjoy something to learn.
Have you have you ever heard of it's not a disease or anything, but it's called jalapeno hands?
Is it just when you're cutting up jalapenos and you get it in your eyes if you touch your...
No, it comes like later. So,
Wow.
yeah, if you're cutting up jalapenos, but you're doing it with your bare hands.
Right.
And then like later on in the day, or like if you go to sleep that night, your hands feel like 2nd degree or 3rd degree burns is what some people have described it as.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, because, okay, let me read from my little paper here so I don't mess this up. Okay, it feels, according to some people, like 2nd degree, 3rd degree burns. I said that. It's because of exposure to capsaicin. Capsaicin. It's spelled Capsaicin. How would you say that?
Can I look at it?
Well, my handwriting is garbage. Capsaicin.
Capsaicin? Well,
whatever. Okay, it's in... I meant to Google it and then I forgot.
Lisa, how many times have I told you when you have something to tell me, do your freaking research so that I don't have so many questions? Capsaicin.
Saicin.
I think it's Sasian. Let's listen. Wait, why won't they just say it for me?
Yeah, if you sometimes the YouTube
Options.
you can just play.
Can you just say listen? How to say? That's not typing. How to say it. How to pronounce. In the beer community, it says, this is called beeradvocate.com.
Yeah, I think it's also in that too.
It says saison or saison. Because it's French.
There's no P?
Oh, well that's just the second word. I think cap.
It's one word. It's just
capsaicin.
Capsaicin. Whatever. Okay, it's in the pepper.
Doesn't matter anymore.
It's in the pepper, and if it's on your hands, somehow that like chemical makes your hands think that they're being burned, which is what causes the pain to alert you, even though your hands really aren't in pain. Even though your hands really aren't hurt, I mean to say.
Oh, interesting.
So,
I did not know about that.
it is an active ingredient in pepper spray, by the way.
Did you say eat?
Eat. I-T.
Eat is an active wait. So are you saying pepper spray doesn't actually burn you? It just triggers the pain sensors in you?
I don't know. I just know that ingredient is in pepper spray.
I have a question for you.
I couldn't say pepper spray.
When you learn something new, do no follow-up questions come to your mind? You just take it face value. I understand everything immediately. I have no follow-up questions.
Listen, Kaylee, I'm ready for one question that you might have. Go ahead.
I've already asked like 3.
How about...
You want me to ask a specific question?
Yeah. How do you get your hands to stop burning?
Okay, yeah, that's a good
question. Ask me.
Okay, Elisa Grace Davis. How do you get your hands to stop burning from the capsaicin?
From
I don't know how you say it.
jalapeno hands?
I like capsaicin better.
There are many ways to stop the burning. Some of the favorites include lime juice, like dipping your hands in lime juice.
Just a dip, or do you...
Like you hold them in lime juice for a while.
Okay, you looked that one up.
Vodka, same thing. Yogurt, sour cream, bleach, which sounds bad.
Sounds really counterintuitive.
And the last one is pee, to pee on your own hands.
So I have another question then. You most definitely don't know the answer to this. Is it the same chemical that's in jalapenos that could also be in a jellyfish sting, and that's why you have to pee on yourself?
Could be, or it could be the same reaction.
Yeah.
Where pee is like an anti-reaction.
An antidote?
Yeah.
Interesting. I've learned something new, and I'm sorry I snapped at you.
It was interesting though, right?
It is interesting, yeah.
So be careful with jalapenos. Use gloves.
Or live on the edge. I've got my flame shirt on today, so feeling edgy. All right, is it my turn to introduce us? Can I just go through it very openly? Okay, I'm Kaylee Forche.
I'm Elisa Davis, and this is Childish. What?
Oh my god. I honestly don't know how I messed that up. I was looking at you, and I heard you say it, and I realized I missed it. Okay, let's try it again.
You want to go again?
I'm Kaylee.
No!
Oh, okay. Wait, what? Why no?
You didn't say your last name.
Oh, okay. I'm Kaylee Forche.
I'm Elisa Davis, and this is
Childish, the podcast where we bake.
What?
End of sentence.
Pies.
We get high.
Muffins.
Muffins that make you high.
Weed.
Yeah. That's it. This is a podcast that we do together. Am I doing okay? Should we move on?
Honestly, I think now everyone thinks we're stoners, which is not something that I wanted to present.
That's true. I'm sorry. We're not high.
We're not. This is our real selves.
I'm sorry.
This is all natural. We're not like
Unfortunately
getting high to be this dumb. We're just already this dumb.
Next. I guess I'm telling you a story. Okay, so I was at my grandparents' last night because I wanted to learn how to make biscuits and gravy because I can't cook. So that was one of my favorite meals growing up. Wanted biscuits and gravy. They informed me that they have like three or six. I don't know how many.
3 or 6? That's like a dad being like, I have 3 or 6 children.
Right.
One of the two.
They have 3 or 6 raccoons trying to get into their home. Yeah, and it's very frustrating for them because they say they've tried everything but the BB guns. And I was like, well, now's your chance. Now that you've tried everything and the state won't help, it's time to get the BB guns because I'm pretty sure it's illegal to shoot a raccoon with a BB gun.
Probably.
I think it is. Nothing's legal. It's just the world that we live in. So they decided they were going to do that, and so my papa got a bunch of paintball shells instead of BB guns because they also have a paintball gun. So he got a bunch of those and he put them in the freezer so that they would kind of turn into BB gun pellets, so they won't break. They'll just hit you real hard.
Ooh.
Yeah, painful.
Scary.
Yes. So he put those in the freezer. And for some reason forgot to tell my Nana about that. A couple days later, she goes into the freezer and she sees this bag of colorful balls. And she goes, ooh, look at this. Some candy that Nick was freezing. Why don't I just pop one in my mouth? She ate one and then she starts sucking on it, and so it like starts to melt a little bit.
The paint?
And and so she takes it out and she like calls my papa. She's like, Nick, what are these things in the freezer? And he's like, they're paintballs. What are you talking about? And she revealed that she ate one, and then he laughed hysterically at her. So that's my story.
That's ridiculous.
It just happened, so you know it's true.
That's so nasty.
Yeah, it was really gross.
When I was an RA in college, For those of you that aren't familiar with terminology,
Are you gonna
RA
explain what an RA
stands for Resident Assistant.
I would like to apologize for that.
You know what, Kaylee?
That was so condescending, Elisa. Who doesn't know what an RA is?
Listen, and I had this girl. Give her a fake name, please.
Stacy.
Stacy. Stacy was a character.
Okay.
She was
One
just
of those people.
Yeah, there's no details to give you. She was just Stacy.
Okay.
So it wasn't even my own dorm room. I was in another dorm room playing a card game with there was probably 7 or 8 people in there. It was a lot of people for one dorm room.
In a dorm room? Yeah.
Yeah, and we were all huddled around this girl's table playing this card game. So I was pretty, I was at the furthest away from the door. With this crowd of people in this dorm room playing this game. And Stacy comes to the door. And Stacy was always a little bit dramatic. So Stacy comes to the door and she's like, Elisa, I need you right now. It's an emergency. And so I said, okay, Stacy, is it... Or no, she goes, Elisa, I need you right now. And I said, okay, Stacy, is it an emergency? She was like, yes, it's an emergency. So I crawled over the 8 people in this dorm room.
Over or under them?
Well, just around and through. I had to
okay.
weave. The point is that I had to weave my way out of this room.
Right. Okay.
Because it was not a quick walk or whatever. Because there was people in the way. So I get out of the room, and she starts walking down the hall, and I follow her down the hall, and we walk all the way to the other end of the hall. We pass her room, and I'm like, that's weird. And we walk down to another girl's room. We'll call her Brenda. We walk to Brenda's room, and Brenda has a whiteboard on her door. And on that whiteboard is a drawing of a whale. And Stacy walks over to Brenda's door, points at the whiteboard, and says, look at this picture of a whale that I drew.
It wasn't even like someone drew her as a whale and it was a hate crime?
No. It was...
She drew the whale?
Yes. And to be fair, I had spoken earlier with both Stacy and Brenda about whales.
So this is your fault.
We had had a whale conversation at lunch that day.
Uh-huh.
But,
Stacy decided this was an emergency.
Right, and it wasn't. So...
Well, that's clear.
I said to her, I looked at the whale drawing, and I said, Stacy, that's not an emergency. And then I walked back to my card game.
You should have said, Stacy, that's not an emergency, and then just smacked her right across the face.
Yeah, but I was trying to keep my job.
Are allowed to do that.
Also, I don't consider myself to be a violent person, Kaylee.
Should try it. It's a lot of fun. Jeez, that sucks.
Okay, you have... It's not even a segment, but it's just a one-time deal where you're gonna tell me...
Yes! So, my
something.
boyfriend is hilarious, and he has, over the year or so that we've been dating, given me a lot of ridiculous nicknames. I almost said nim names.
Nim names?
A bunch of nim names. Bunch of ridiculous nicknames. So, I wrote them down because I'd never heard them before. So, I'm going to just read those to you.
What's up?
First one is, my crab apple countess. Next one, my rim tim toddy.
Wait, rim tim toddy with a T?
No, toddy with 2 D's. Toddy. I don't know, he texted it to me, so I wrote it down verbatim. My limp bizkit. Bizkit is spelled B-I-Z-K-I-T.
What, limp, were you hurt?
Bizkit.
At that point in your life?
No.
Alright, cool.
I don't think so. My plet ket. I don't know what that means. My potpourri princess.
No.
I think means I smell
Pass.
My gumdrop.
Or that you cover the smell of crap.
Hopefully, I do that as well. My gumdrop gal pal.
Yeah, I like that one.
My pasty parsnip. I was a little offended by that one. My prim plum pasty. Again with the pasty. My butterscotch bunion.
Nope. Not a fan.
Which I think, bunions are really hard to get rid of. So maybe he was saying, You're stuck on me like a bunion. I don't know.
That's still not what you want it to
yeah,
be.
it's not as good as I thought. Okay, my creamed spinach wench. That was a good one.
Wench.
Yeah, my body snatch blossom.
Yeah, that's
I don't know
good.
what that
That's
means.
funny.
My lovely, lofty lady.
Nope. That makes you sound very much bigger than you are.
Lovely,
Lofty lady. Like you're 6'10" and you're just giant.
This one's pretty simple. My amazing woman. My flavorlicious flan.
Yeah, is that because of Flavortown?
Probably.
Because of your flame
Yeah,
shirt?
maybe it was around Halloween last time, too.
Because of your weird addiction to, what's his name?
Where's this going? Oh! Guy Fieri, yes.
Yeah.
My bedazzled crouton.
That's a good one.
My sensual sassafras. My Hubba Bubba hamster. My pudding pop puddle. My silly innocent flower. That was after I did something stupid. I thought that was a nice way of telling someone they're stupid. My cuddle crumpet. My Tulsa tootsie, because I used to live in Tulsa. And then it ended on my love, which I thought was so cute, but then he ruined it by calling me another really cute name, which it doesn't really ruin it, but it doesn't, like, flow, you know? And then he called me my crumb bum candy, like, just today, recently.
My favorite is still bedazzled crouton, because
it's so
I feel
good.
like that is you.
What
you
does that
are,
mean?
like, you're a crouton, but you're, like, special. You know?
I'm a bedazzled crouton.
You're like...
But why am I a crouton?
You know, you're just a human, you're white, you like bread.
All white people who like bread are croutons?
I would say, yeah.
I thought it was saying, like you remember when Olin Rogers called himself a crouton?
Like
because
a
he was a
crouton
small carb in a big
carb world. Yeah, there you go, there's that.
Okay.
But then you're bedazzled on top of it.
Because I'm loud AF. And I've got flames on my shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just said the same thing.
It's all good.
Or different things.
But all those are the nicknames.
Hey, Kaylee, guess what?
What?
We are starting a new segment. Because we don't have enough segments.
I'll have a watch on.
This one is entitled Childish Advice.
Okay. Do you have, like, are we taking questions?
So, we are accepting questions. We actually had someone already submit a question.
We did.
So I'm going to read that one to you right now, but I'll just say before we start, you can email us, podcastchildish@gmail.com. You can tweet at us, podcastchildish. You can Instagram direct message us, podcastchildish. You can Instagram direct message us on our individual accounts. You could text us if you had our numbers. You could call. You could snail mail. You could...
I love snail mail. If you know my address, please send me mail.
Yeah, and if you don't ask. That's creepy.
Send us questions, and we'll answer them with our expert childish advice.
And this person has sent what may be the most amazing example question.
Okay.
For what we're looking for.
How did we get that to happen? It just worked out perfectly the first one we got?
Sure did. Especially since I was the first person to submit a question.
I knew it! I knew it! We're lying to our viewers to get more views.
Listens. Views?
Well, you can watch them.
Okay, Kaylee, here's the question.
Okay.
How do I successfully become a Justin Bieber fan? If you can't see, Kaylee's face is so mad right now.
I hate this question.
How do I successfully become a Justin Bieber fan, Kaylee? Advice needs to be given.
Okay, so first I'm finding an oxymoron within this question.
Okay.
You said a successful and a Justin Bieber fan, as if those can coexist. You cannot be successful in life and be a hardcore Justin Bieber fan. I'm just going to throw that out there as a childish ambassador for the Childish podcast.
I completely disagree. Continue.
Okay. But, I mean, if you really want to go that route with your life, I would say first acquiring a life-size cutout of Justin Bieber.
Oh, yeah. That's
is
good.
rule number one.
Learn all his songs. Even the bad ones.
That's part of it, I guess.
Even the new one with, where it's him and Ed Sheeran duetting.
Well, he's in a new one with Dan and Shay. Did you hear that?
I
think
did
it
not
came
know
out
that.
today. So, I guess what I'm saying is I am a hardcore Justin Bieber fan and didn't realize it until this moment when I knew something about him that you didn't, and I'm
that
ashamed
surely
of that.
explains your success.
No. Also, you should paint your nails to have his face on every single nail, making a different expression. And then I think you're there.
You just don't have enough nails to spell out Justin Bieber, though.
No, that's why you do the faces, not...
Unless you combine some of the letters, like you did just in, and you did IN on your thumb, and then you did Bieber. So if you hold up only 4 fingers and you put your thumb back, it would just say just.
And you could, right when you get into work and your boss asks, when did you get into work today? You could just do this. Be like, just in.
Just in!
Did you not get that?
That's good!
You'd impress people like Elisa.
If I was your manager, I'd clap.
Like slow clap?
And I think I'd just straight up clap.
Oh, nice. Alright.
Yeah. Slow claps are kind of weird if you're just by yourself. Slow clapping.
Like alone in your room? Yes.
No! If you're the only person slow clapping for something, you can't build to a thunderous applause if it's just 2 hands. But someone has to start it, and so there is a moment where you're starting the slow clap by yourself. And also, what if it's just me and you, and I want to give you the slow clap that you deserve? You're saying I can't do that. No, Kaylee, what I deserve is the thunderous applause. I'm saying you can't
give me... So I gotta go get people to join me?
You can give me the slow clap, but you can't give me what follows, which is the thunderous applause.
I disagree. I can be pretty dang loud.
Well, on that note, we aren't clapping for you today.
Get out! You'll get your claps when you subscribe and send us some things that we've asked you to send.
You'll get your claps when you send us an email.
Yeah, and it could just be an email saying, please give me my claps. And then we'll be like, oh, dang, you're right. You get your claps now.
Yeah. Or
for all the other things that we've asked for. Stories, questions.
Little blurbs.
Love notes.
Memes.
Oh, please send me memes.
I feel like we've been pretty clear about this. Please send memes.
And then get out.
Why are you still here?
And... Alright, guys. We just ended the podcast. This is a little secret edition.
Here's the secret ending.
The secret ending. We didn't plan for it, and so it sucks. Have a good day.
Should we greet them from close though?
Okay. This is from close.
No, okay, you have to start down low.
Oh.
Okay, and then we bring our heads up. Goodbye.
Subscribe! And also bye.
Oh, I think I just cut your face.